If your enemy is secure at all points, be prepared for him. If he is in superior strength, evade him. If your opponent is temperamental, seek to irritate him. Pretend to be weak, that he may grow arrogant. If he is taking his ease, give him no rest. If his forces are united, separate them. Sovereign and subject are in accord, put division between them. Attack him where he is unprepared, appear where you are not expected. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. A great excerpt from that famous book, The Art of War. Lots of good strategy in that statement. However, what's that even mean? What would that mean in layman's terms? So in this video, I'm going to try to give 5 points into what that paragraph statement is, and maybe try to expand a little bit on those points, and might give some basic examples to explain what that even means. So to those first 2 points, number 1, don't engage in a superior force, especially when you know that they're superior to you in every which way. If you were, say, the general of, say, 100 soldiers, and you're trying to deal with a force of, say, 500 soldiers that is varied in their weapons and is very well versed and skilled in those weapons, where you know your men are skilled in maybe a few of those items, you're not going to give chase to that larger and much more skilled unit. Evade, and generally you would only engage if it is absolutely necessary. Using a famous example of Sun Tzu, if in a situation you are cornered, or you find yourself stuck in a swamp or in another a nasty area that you do not want to be keeping an army in for long periods of time, that would invite disease and other malaise to your men and fighters. So that's that first point. Second point is, when you can, if you know the strengths of your unit or your team, project weakness to stroke the other commander's ego. If they believe that you may not be as strong as you think you are, you're actually weaker, and they feel like they have an advantage, they may not take you as seriously, and 2, by hiding a strength, you may be able to surprise them, and at least in that limited engagement, may have a small one-up on them in that engagement. So try to make yourself look, hide your groups or your team's benefits, their strengths at all possible, to be able to draw them into a trap. Then point number 3, I'm going to draw a little bit from literary Jason Bourne, where he repeats a lot this notion that rest is a weapon. That a rested army or group of people is going to fight much better than a exhausted group of people, all other factors held the same. And the more you can somehow force the other group to move beyond the march, and to keep them guessing what you're going to do next, because they're trying to figure out, are you going to keep them chase? Are you going to change directions? Are you going to try to attack all on the move? And to keep them flustered, maybe you can make them a little emotional. They might start making mistakes, and just one more advantage in this entanglement. Point number 4, create points of division in the ranks. Try to disrupt the relationships between officers and their subordinates. And if you get them start infighting, you as their opponent can maybe just be able to sit back and watch them as they destroy themselves, because you're able to exploit a relationship between several of their members, which alludes to another benefit of Sun Tzu's teachings, where they say that if you're going to avoid a fight at all, you're actually doing very good as a general or as a strategist, or the case may be. And then lastly, number 5, be unpredictable in your engagements. Don't create patterns into which you marshal your forces or start your attacks or set your defenses. If you can take the limited number of moves your team or group can do, or you yourself can do, but there's almost unlimited combinations that can lead to several unpredictable ways that you can engage your opponent, your enemy. And if you can find ways to appear where they don't expect you, you can try to get them from a flank, behind them, below them, above them. Appear somewhere they just wouldn't expect you to be. And in doing so, you're also, by being able to set up these kind of surprise attacks, you're going to have a lot better chance at winning the engagement compared to if you simply follow the same set pattern or set the same rules in a rule book or procedure. You might be easier to figure out over the long term if you were not very creative. So, just in summary, those 5 points: don't attack known superior points, as well as the strengths of your opponent. Project your weaknesses to stroke the ego of your opponent. Keep your opponent moving, keep them guessing. Exploit the relationships between superiors and their subordinates. And lastly, be unpredictable in your execution of your methods. I've been Rest and Relax. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.